Hello, bro. So this is a guide I'm gonna make on getting both a Nebula and Dark Matter. For getting 100 headshots, recommend playing exclusively hardcore face-off mosh pit. You can play Nuketown if you like Nuketown more. Just small maps, you just aim head level, shoot them, get a headshot. If not, you die. Rinse, repeat. What I did for everything. For launchers, the kills still do it in hardcore. Direct hits still do it in hardcore. And then having to shoot down score streaks and whatnot, I would queue Domination and Hardpoint. These two right here. And then I'd stay in there for about 3-ish minutes. And if nothing happens, then I would just leave the game. When it comes to melees, I did the knife in regular face-off mosh pit. Baseball bat, you do in hardcore because it's not a one hit. You can do like you can right click if you want for the animation. I found myself getting killed the animation more often than not, so I stayed away from it. I would just play in hardcore, and it's really just dependent on your lobbies. The same goes for shooting down a certain amount of score streaks in a game. It's really dependent on your lobbies, and if you don't have a good lobby, leave and go to the next one. It's not worth staying in. Progression, double kills, hardcore, diamond camo. You can just do, like, all of these you can do in hardcore. And all of these are relatively easy in hardcore. The only ones that I would say to not do in hardcore in terms of, like, let's say Dark Matter and Dark Spine is the snipers. Because, dying in one bullet's really annoying, and if you miss a sniper, it's just over. Or, if you don't react fast enough, it's just over. Same goes with the knife. Doing bloodthirsties, I would also just use it in normal face-off. When it comes to my permanent unlocks that I chose, first thing that I permanently unlocked was the baseball bat, because I wanted to get that done first. And I also permanently unlocked the GPMG, the AS Val, the compact, I think. Yeah, I did do the compact. You can unlock it at level 49. Let's see. I think I also did the Goblin, because I was close. I know I did the PP919. Gunfighter, because, just making my weapons as snappy as possible was just, like, too good to pass up. That's really about it in terms of permanent unlocks for multiplayer. So, for zombies, doing the melee weapons, I would recommend starting with these first. They're pretty fun. Really, really simple. Every single weapon is just 2,000 kills with it. Well, 2,000 headshots, except for the melees and the launchers. You have to get 2,000 normal kills. Everything else, 2,000 headshots. That's a lot of headshots. So, the method that I use for everything, aside from the USP and the L9, is, say, the Sarkov, for example. Go into a game, get to round 31, exfil. You get over 1,000 headshots per game when you get to 31, and then you do 31 the second time, you'll finish the Purple Tiger, and then you can finish the other 2 camos, and then get Mr. Gold, and then I would just leave the game. I wouldn't exfil, because staying in a game long enough is just isn't worth it. And during my games, I would have Rampage Inducer on, just make things easy. Have Rampage Inducer on to get to 31 as fast as humanly possible. Except I would turn off Rampage Inducer at 30, because all those damn manglers start spawning. It's just not worth having. I also did the same thing for Opal Camo, where I would have Rampage Inducer until 30, turn off on 31, kill all the zombies, and then kill the manglers. And as the last mangler dies, save quit, relaunch it, kill the manglers again, go the next round, kill those manglers, save quit, rinse, repeat. Makes it really easy to get Opal. You can get like 4 or 5 Opal guns a game as long as you double pack a punch, not triple pack a punch. Triple pack of punching just makes things more. This is stupid for the economy. Your economy becomes really, really bad later in the games, so it's just not worth it. For the GS45 and the L9, I would get to round 26 and then exfil. I did that around 3 or 4 times because the damage fall off is too significant without it being pack-a-punched. Now, you could probably get away with using directed mode, although I'm pretty sure they're patching it, or they already released a patch as I'm making this video. Okay, so for unlocking Afterlife, I'll have gameplay on screen with the method I used. It's relatively simple. If you just sit where I'm sitting, and then you just get headshots right there in directed mode, there's only like 46 zombies around. Makes it super simple. You get it done in 5 hordes, and then you go to the next weapon and whatnot. Rinse, repeat till you get those done. The same thing goes for Nebula, and where you can just do it in guided mode and get it done really quickly. You can get it done in 2 games. The only reason why I say 2 games is I don't think there's any locker keys that drop in guided mode, and so you're not really going to be able to get another melee weapon, so you're gonna have to reset. So I'd recommend like splitting it. For melee weapons, I would run the field upgrade Aether Shroud, having 2 charges, so you can use it twice as often. And then you'd have Void Sheath, where melee kills keep you invisible for longer. You can get a whole horde while you're invis, as long as they don't run off the Alamo like rooftop. It makes it super simple. Just make sure you're running it like in between getting guns done and whatnot. That way you can constantly have Aether Shroud whenever you need it. You don't have to sit there and worry about it. I guess that can also lead into the augments that I used. Dasher and Hard Target for stamina up. It's relatively straightforward, majority of these. Dying Wish for quick revive. The minor augments, it's all like co-op stuff, so you're just gonna be solo, it doesn't matter. I like to use reactive armor for Jug, because if you get on Rampage Inducer, if you get surrounded, they'll hit you, your armor will break, they'll get stunned, you can get out. It's easy, it's awesome. Melee Macchiato, I would recommend getting this upgraded to get Espresso as soon as possible. That whenever you do melees, it's not evil, best way to put it, because not being able to hit as fast as without it is really bad. Speedcola, classic formula, and quick swap. Now, when you're doing Nebula and Afterlife, run Speedy Roulette, because you're gonna be hitting the box a lot and you're not gonna be getting the guns you need. So being able to cycle the box faster will save you time overall, especially since there's only like 5 hours in a game in total now. So Speedy Roulette's very useful. PhD Flopper, Dr. Ram. Dr. Ram is insane. Like if you get your armor broken and all the zombies get stunned, you can just start sprinting and shove them out of the way. Then Trobologist, sliding. I mean, like, come on. It's movement that's necessary keeping Rampage Inducer around, I'd say. Because being able to scoot is so important. Deadhead. I mean, it's just crit damage. Dead Break. Almost said Brick Break. This ain't Pokemon. My fault. Deadshot. I use Deadhead and Dead Break because it's just more damage overall. Elemental Pop. I use Citrus Focus and Vulnerabine. These are very, very strong. Especially combo with something I'll be talking about later. Being able to have 1 ammo mod on and have Elemental Pop constantly have it proccing like over and over, have it only be that one is super strong. Deadwire, yeah, it's Deadwire. Deadwire kind of stinks. Napalm Burst. Napalm Burst does good damage towards like abominations and whatnot, but the big one you want to use is Cryo Freeze because of Liquid Nitrogen and Ice Cloud. This is insane. This is what's gonna help you get your headshots. This is what's going to help you not get hit while you're doing your Afterlife camo. This is also, like, it's just the all-around best use for grinding camos, because it keeps everything slowed, keeps everything frozen, and then you have Vulnerabine and Citrus Focus, where you do more damage, and you're constantly keeping them proc. Super strong. Shadow Rift, I haven't really used it too much. I don't really know how good it is. Pheromone and Explosive for Brain Rot makes Brain Rot actually not terrible. It's kind of like a mini Monkey Bomb. Field Upgrade. Frenzy Guard is what you're going to want to use pretty much the entire time outside of doing melees, just because the Aether Shroud for melees is fun. But Frenzied, use ammo from stock and increase Frenzy Guard duration. This is insane. This is pretty much this game's equivalent of Ring of Fire. You literally just can't die while you're using this unless you're just not shooting. Dark Flare, haven't used it yet. Healing Aura, haven't used it yet. Energy Mine, haven't touched. Now, for what I permanently unlocked, what a progression level unlocks. First thing I permanently unlocked while I was doing zombies is Brain Rot and the Chopper Gunner for exfilling, just for more XP. Because if you have a Chopper Gunner while you're exfilling, it's guaranteed that you're going to get it, and it's really easy. Frenzy Guard is something I also permanently unlocked, mainly because I wasn't trying to get the level 9, then put it on, because it's really annoying. Another thing is permanently unlocking Stim Shots if you get to zombies quicker, or if you do it in multiplayer, it doesn't matter. Stim Shots is just so strong in both game modes, just being able to reach out in multiplayer, and then just having your health immediately back in zombies that you can just keep running around, especially when you have Rampage Inducer on, is very undervalued. So good.